Burman's at the White House late tonight. The Israelis brought up a really good point. I asked the IDF about this concept of the fog of war, that they're really not sure what's going on in some senses. And I'm wondering if you're getting that sense from the administration as well. You know, the president yesterday said, I got up at 8 o'clock in the morning and I was briefed, and we're going to send everything Israel needs. Do you have a sense that they really feel as though they're in control of the situation in now 44 hours, 46 hours after the attack began?
At least the sense that I got in the first day, Leland, was clearly that they are trying to put the pieces together and trying to figure out the next way forward. Remember, we had heard from the administration that today that they would sort of detail what help would be going Israel's way from the United States. We still, I don't believe, have gotten the exact details on that. It just goes to show exactly where everything is right now. As we stand here, I should mention, Leland, in the 9 o'clock hour here on the East Coast, key members from the Biden administration are going to be briefing at this hour top senators here in Washington as to the very latest of what's going on inside Israel. I was also told just a little while ago from the National Security Council, a spokesperson there, they are confirming several American citizens have been killed inside Israel. Of course, that is just one of the many ongoing fears on the ground there in Israel. So to answer your question, Leland, they are very clearly still trying to piece many things here together, try to bring as many individuals into the loop as possible, but we are still awaiting a lot of key details here in Washington as to what could possibly come here in the upcoming hours and days.
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult, really, to get any sense of ground truth here over the coming, as you point out, and all the more difference because you're removed. Blake, stick with you for 1 second here. Give us the sense from the administration about the hostages. Ron Dermer, very close to Benjamin Netanyahu, part of his cabinet, says that there are Americans among the hostages. It feels like, even though that there are Americans among the hostages, as we look at video of this was how the Palestinians got into Israel. The White House and the Pentagon are allowing the Israelis to really take the lead on that, if there even is a lead when it relates to hostages, because as the IDF sort of said, there's no promises. We have to eradicate Hamas. And unsaid in that interview was whatever happens to the hostages, and as you can see to the Israeli POWs who are being dragged out, that's just going to be the way it is almost.
I thought that interview you had was very revealing, Leland, for that very reason. One of the main questions, of course, going forward is really what happens from here, right? And you're right, back here in Washington, there are still not a lot of answers and really not a lot of accounting, you would think, as to who these American citizens are, who might they be, where might they be, how do you, I mean, the IDF spokesman is essentially laid out, how do you go in and potentially retrieve them? We don't know, right? And as we stand here, still less than 48 hours in Washington, there are tons of meetings going on, briefings, phone calls, et cetera. And this is all part of trying to put the puzzle pieces together to figure out.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.